Max. Hey folks, welcome to another Morning with Max. Hey, good morning. Well, if you don't know me, I'm Max Porter, writer, editor, board game designer, stream runner, and various other things here at City State Entertainment, working on Camelot Unchained. Morning, Brandon. Morning, Narthesis. Dendavia, Abducted Gaming. So, yeah, another morning with Max. Here to close out the hat wearer. Very good point, Narthesis. Here to close out the week. Where are our patch notes? Well, we have them, in a sense, in the monthly newsletter, don't we, Abducted Gaming? Hey, Xanaris. So, I still, actually, Lore Master, exactly, Brandon. After this, I need to go back, I'm going to go into the schedule, and I'm going to add links to the videos for all of the streams we had this week so far. So I just want to mention real quick, today we have planned, after Morning with Max, I'm going to go do stand-ups, so we'll turn off the stream for a bit, and then right after stand-ups, we're at least tentatively planning to have Michelle stream, and she'll be streaming resource nodes sketches if she does, so concept art for resource nodes. And then of course this afternoon we'll have the end of week wrap up and Q&A as per usual. That's 4 o'clock our time. So if you missed anything, I'm going to put in the links later, but you can go back and find the videos yourselves if you wish. So yesterday we had an office stream in the morning. We had yesterday Realm Torch modeling with John in the afternoon. And then after work, I streamed a board game playtest. We had an after work throwdown. That was super fun. So it was me, Rob, Dave, and AJ. So we streamed that, and that was cool. And then back on Wednesday, we had Great X swing animation with Scott in the afternoon. And we had Gauntlet of Death in the evening with me and Koo, Jimmy. And he almost survived, this close. And then back on Tuesday, we had an office stream in the morning. A link for that's already in the schedule. And then had environment art dock building with Dion in the afternoon. So Dion was working on materials and stuff for a little dock for boats, and that was also really cool. And then back on Monday, of course, we had Morning with Max, and in the morning and office stream in the afternoon. So there you go. Go back and catch any of those streams you missed if you're interested. And I'll, when I get the chance this morning, I'll put links in to all of them. Brandon's run into a technical problem, but all forum help has been fruitless. Do we have a tech support that can see firing? Yeah, keep posting on the forum, Brandon. Engineers do check it, but of course they're very busy with lots of things, so it can take some time to get to whatever your thing is. But you can also, if all else fails, you can email support. But our support person has been like moving for 2 weeks, and so that kind of causes it to take a little bit longer, Brandon. But it's support@citystateentertainment.com.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
But the forums do get checked. It's just generally in latest tests or whatnot if you have bugs and such.
Oh.
You're here for the same reason I am, Abducted Gaming? Oh, for the patch notes. Gotcha.
Like the flags are burning, right?
This shirt actually was created by a wonderful backer called Failboat.
That was different colors based on who was capturing it.
Oh. Privyet.
I don't know what happened to that
Lola Lobster.
at all. I don't even see it in the code.
Sounds like some
This shirt was created by a wonderful backer called Failboat, who sent us a bunch of gifts. And this was something that somebody said in chat once. I'm just here for the patch notes. And so on the front, Failboat had this, plus our old logo for the game. And then on the back, it has some patch notes, some joke patch notes we did as an April Fool's joke one time. I think it was last year, maybe the year before.
Actually, what are you on hatchery?
Yes.
Hello, Kanin. Good morning. Lola Lobster, is this office? This is the office of City State Entertainment.
Oh, I see one here.
We are working on the MMORPG Camelot Unchained. And I'm the writer and board game designer, not designer of the MMORPG. That's Ben's job. Ben's talking to Rob right now,
I did.
who is
Did what happened? Oh, yep, it's being edited.
working on stuff,
Reasonable.
building plots, I think. Brandon, I've been AWOL from Morning with Max. Well,
Anyway, right?
can always make that up. Seems like the catch-all table has caught a few more things. Has it?
Well, that's one of the things. Is
Yeah, I think there are a couple new boxes up on there. So you might be right. It's the gaming table, but it's now used as I guess a catch-all table and computer parts table. Briar C, who was on fire, yes. Well, Rob is always getting set on fire. Lola Lobster, what games does company create? We are working on Camelot Unchained. So, since you're in the Twitch chat, I have a bot. There you go, Lola Lobster. That's what we're working on. This company has also created a, before my time actually, a game for iPad and iOS called March on Oz. And Briar C has got all the links out there. So there you go.
But yeah, we have the height map of the building on the server. We can just.
We're working on Camelot Unchained, which is a realm versus realm MMORPG. Hi, Strike. Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. What are you folks drinking today?
I mean, having the little circles is super good.
Having my
Having the little circles where you can see them is probably the most important.
caffeine to help me wake up, and my water.
So you probably don't need to worry about it for any time soon. But it would be nice.
Strike just wiped against a dragon in Dayak. I'm sorry. Tordug points out realm versus realm versus realm. True.
It would be nice if we have
And
It's a little it rolls a little less easily off the tongue.
When I get done with the metrics thing and whatnot,
Duck Gaming. Well, I'm glad I reminded you to drink some.
and there's some short tasks that are, it would be nice.
I
to try
had
to
the
go through
everything
that.
that's up there, put it underneath, and then what all you do
I don't know
is
which
draw
ones are short.
conflicts from your commands.
Yeah,
The top.
but I still have to drive through that at some point.
Yeah, we did build multiple times.
Harder to say, more fun to play.
Have you gotten
Well put, Tordug.
So it's basically
I do have to,
you
I do have to merge.
for, well, generally like.
What do I call you? XXIVOO. Zivu. How is 2017 going so far? Are there some major complications or problems in the last time? There are not major complications or problems. We have overcome a great many of those. I'm sure there will be more, or Ivo. All right, that works too.
There are predictions, right?
Yeah, the idea is going to.
We are making great progress, and you can check that out in our end of week update this afternoon, in our user stories, Ivo, in our monthly newsletter, which might give you if you go back over the monthly newsletters, it might give you a broader picture of how 2017 is going on a monthly perspective.
Yeah, having the plot management stuff actually.
Shazlin, will this game have? So hopefully that helps, Ivo. Let me know if I can provide if you need any links to those things if you're interested. Shazlin, will this game have farming and non-instance housing?
Start the plot with it.
I believe so. But for specific questions like that, you're going to want to ask a designer. I am not Mark Jacobs or Ben Peelstick, both of whom are the designers on this game, and they would be able to give you a much better and more detailed answer than I can, Shazlin. But I believe Mark has said something about we'd like to have farming, and of course housing will not be instanced, but because we have a seamless giant world, which is one of the things we're working on right now, the seamless transitions. But again, maybe you can come back in the afternoon and ask maybe somebody to be on who can give you a more detailed answer, Shazlin. Want Kawais. The wall monitor looks nicer now with some new graphics. Cool. Yes.
And we can essentially do
Here,
like if
I'll
we're not
put
worried
on the other camera.
on these plots, we
Then you can see the wall monitor
build on them
more clearly without the glare.
and have
That is a building built by one of our amazing backers. I can't remember whether that one was built by Necromaniac or somebody else. I think it was Necromaniac, but it might have been Swazi.
Make it way slower. Like you can still repair while something's under attack, but like really slowly compared to how.
And that's built with our in-game building system, Cube, the Camelot Unchained building environment.
I'll try and get more of this stuff out.
It's like, yeah, piece by piece. Zyvo or Ivo sounds great. I'm happy it's going well. It is, yes, and I am happy too. And Terry's need to see some Scald Viking things. Well,
Not sure.
I don't know about Scald Viking things, but if you're interested in concept art, after this stream, we're going to have a quick meeting, and then Michelle is at least tentatively scheduled to stream some concept art for resource nodes. So at least that's in the same realm. Could be in the same realm. Ha, if she does Viking ones. That was an unexpected pun. Cookie. Max, any idea if CSE will have a small party going to Gamescom 2017? I don't believe we will be going like officially, but there might be some members of the team who are going on their own. Strike, who owns that ballsy chair in the middle of the way? You mean this chair? Right here?
Yes.
Because that's my chair. Or are you talking about some other chair? I'm just, instead of rolling back and forth, I'm just sitting in the chair that James Koo was sitting in when we did Gauntlet of Death this past week. Brandon, I think we have discussed this. Is there going to be voiceovers? And if there is, are you going to be one? Sure, maybe. I don't know. Could happen. Certainly, I could have fun doing that. But in terms of voice work, I guess it depends. Maybe some. But it's not really something that we're worrying about right now because we're focused on getting to Beta 1 as soon as we can. Watkawais, how do you as a team address new EA on the horizon? I mean, myself, I would be watching other teams and wondering if they're competition. I don't worry too much about competition. I let Mark worry about that stuff. As a team, I mean, we're just going to make the best thing we can, and what we're making is a real kind of niche game for people who like PvP, who like realm versus realm versus realm combat, so it's focused. Really, truly massive battles with 500 players battling 500 players with no lag or very, very little lag. That's our focus. The other chair in front of the whiteboard on the other cam. Oh. I think that's Tim's chair. I think he just spun around, stood up, and went to a meeting in the conference room, which is at the end of the hall there on the right. Narthesis volunteers to do voiceovers for any mute characters. Thanks, Narthesis. Awesome. Salute you back, Watkawais. F to the low. Do you know if there will be EO server for Beta 1 or just NA? Mark's standard response to that is it depends on demand. So that's what I'm going to go with, F to the low. But for a more detailed answer, you can ask Mark. He might be on this afternoon for the end of week wrap up and Q&A, which is on our schedule. Since there's a bunch of people that have been joining us who are not super familiar with us, I'm going to drop the link into chat to the stream schedule, the tentative stream schedule. Chair just hanging out in the middle of the hall going, this is my hall. Yes, indeed. And Terry's, will there be boats for traveling like the Dayak? I think that's part of the plan. Although for now, like we're just gonna have like teleportation between islands until we build stuff for that. Oh, you're welcome. F to the low. Strike, I heard we got a +1 extra helmet for Beta 1. Is that by any chance Max's leather hat? No, I don't think John made Max's leather hat. I think the extra helmet was just something John made for fun as extra because he was working on helmets anyway, and he was fast. Our thesis, I still hope that in a future expansion there will be naval combat. That would be cool. I know it's something that we think would be cool also. But again, focused right now. Focus. And Terry's, please add a nice Viking-style dragon boat. That will be really cool. Well, just as a model, this doesn't really look like a boat, but Tyler has put in like a little longboat model into the game, just as a bit of, scenery. Wantko I'm sure I missed this on the other chat sessions, but will there be VR, and if so, what degree of immersion is planned? Yeah, I'm again gonna let Mark answer that question, Wantko at least in more detail. I mean, I can say, in Camelot Unchained, we're not building it for VR right now. It's not planned yet. Arturos OG, what sort of measures do you have in place to handle the server-side load with that many people in one spot? Well, Arturos, it's part of our foundational principles that this game is all about building it from the start for that. And I mean, to really, give you a good answer, you'd have to ask a programmer, especially if Andrew comes on, as he sometimes does, who's our, engineering lead programmer. But, that's been what it's, why we're building our own engine from scratch, is to do that. And we're going to be better at it than anybody, I think. But to give you, to give you a better answer, ask Andrew or one of the other programmers who works on server stuff. Definitely has been answered before. But I could not point at a specific stream or a specific moment in a specific stream, because we have a lot of streams. Check out all our old videos. Yeah, we're not doing time dilation. Absolutely not. Mark Hernandez, Mark with a C, Hernandez, would have a fit. But no, it's been part of the plan from the beginning that this is a main focus of the game, that it can handle that. Strike, is that the server hamster in the background? I have no idea what you're talking about. Arturo's cool. I hope what they have planned works, because that killed Warhammer Online. Well, it will work. It's the typing sound in the background. It's not me doing this, is it? Arturos, many of my friends and I are so darn hyped for this game. Can't wait. I know. Can't wait either. I'm gonna play it too. Actually sounded like a drum roll through that mic. Cool, but I have to use that more for, like, I don't know, when I announce stuff. If you watch some end of week wrap-ups, they have been talking about the multi-server tech. Yes. Prior C, we're all gonna play it. Yeah. Good. Thesis, unless you're in the depths, then they play you. Well, indeed. I don't know if I guess that's probably not literally true in our thesis, but well said anyway. Mike appears for like a split second and then creeps away. Totally normal. Mike Crossmeyer is our VFX guy, making the sparklies. And there's Tim. Watkowice, any plans for some invite handouts? I'm not a snob. I'll take hand-me-downs. What we do, Watkowice, is we sell like tiers for early access. So there's various levels of early access. And some of those come with like invites for beta 3. We're trying to get into beta 1 right now. Tim the Enchanter. So if you weren't aware, Watkowice, that's what we do. Strike, the meeting is over. Yeah, I guess. And we're about to go into our other meeting, our group meeting, where everybody stands up down at the end of that hall I keep showing you. Around the screen there is where our satellite studio in Seattle, those folks will join us by video call so they can be in the meeting too. And the stand-ups. People stand up and just talk about, get on the same page, coordinate, talk about what they got done this past week, plans for today, plans going forward into next week. Brandon, a few weeks ago, City State Games, City State Entertainment, received lots of coffee from a great backer. Have you drank it all yet? Well, if that was you, Brandon, thank you. And I think a lot of it has been drunk, yes. Yeah, we always thank our lovely backers in our weekly updates, and I always thank them in the monthly newsletter that I put together for all those gifts. So, thank you again. We do love our coffee. Okay, it wasn't you, Brandon, but yeah, well, we still drank it. We did get a wonderful cappuccino maker from Poxer, which is totally awesome, just amazing. Our thesis, they'll gather around the hearth and share stories of war and plunder. Yeah, that'll be fun too. Smokeless, when is the cutoff for the lifetime add-on for the Builder Kickstarters? Want to get it by half the budget. I don't know when the cutoff will be. You know, probably sometime. I don't know exactly when, but we'll give you some warning. Smokeless. We will mention it in. You know, we will talk about it in a news update or something. I don't think that's accurate, VRC. Mark has talked about, you know, refunds and purchasing tiers are not going to stop happening at the same time. So we're going to stop, you know, we're still going to have tiers for sale. We're going to, yeah, I don't think that's quite right. All right, I just realized I'm going over. So, I'm going to close down the stream. Once again, we're going to go have a quick meeting here. We're going to turn off the stream. Then we're going to stream again very soon. Tentatively planning to stream Michelle Resource Node Sketches. So concept art, cool stream. Should be good. And then, of course, this afternoon we'll have the end of week wrap up and Q&A. So that's in 5 hours. All right. See you later. Thank you very, very much. This was a really lively morning with Max. And, yeah, bye-bye. Morning with Max.